Eric will come over and be as aggressive as possible. Tyra will be feeling his presence. His presence is very well known in mixed. So that's his goal, putting pressure. Christian's going to look to attack mostly off the middle, off that forehand. Be on the lookout for it.
Tyra Black will serve to start us off. Here we go, mixed doubles.
Little shank on that third shot. Slow start here from both teams.
Settling into the rhythm of the match. And Eric Oncins finds the attack out of the air. Busy and active early, like you expected.
Definitely. I think Christian's forehand off the bounce and Eric's backhand out of the air are the two most dangerous weapons here.
There's Megan Dizon. I was about to say, we just saw the forehand out of the air for Christian Alshon. Megan Dizon puts a stop to that one. Quick start for the number 9 seeds. Nice leave there from Black. So difficult. You get that overhead. It's coming at you.
It's a good drive there from Tyra, finding Megan's right hip. That's an uncomfortable spot to block a volley. She chose to hit a forehand, but it probably should have been a backhand.
Christian Alshon got everything except the finishing shot.
I really like the play though, right? That drive, crashed his own drive and had the pop-up, just barely missed it. There's the Tyra defense. Christian went for the vert, he didn't put it away, and Tyra just shifted over and took care of it on the next shot.
She stays so low, especially taking some of those resets out of the air. There's Eric Oncins.
Right, and something to note that's extremely important in mixed doubles is the unwind. So Christian is unwinding right now. Usually the guy makes it over a little bit quicker. Tyra kind of got caught on that unwind, and that's what generated the point for Eric and Megan.
No luck off the net there for Alshon. Great point about unwinding the stack, especially with two huge servers in Eric Oncins and Christian Alshon. Megan Dizon, a very good serve as well.
Side out.
Good lead there, but adding 2 at a time so far. That's a pretty good ratio.
4-1 in favor of Dizon and Oncins. Second tournament together. Stays in from Alshon.
That's what I mentioned a little bit earlier. Megan's not scared to go at Christian. Now, he reacted really well there. Let's see if she goes for the same spot next time she attacks.
Second serve.
It's interesting. You're not seeing a ton of really established dink rallies. Both of these teams want to play fast. That's what we're seeing so far.
And that's what the teams want here, is a couple of freebies like that. Megan missing a return there is just what Tyra and Christian want, especially being down 2 points.
Side out.
And a great lead for Megan. I was not confident that was going out.
It didn't have the pace, but just enough height. Serve back to Dizon and Oncins. And there's the textbook Ernie. I know Christian Alshon has at times been referred to as the pterodactyl, and you kind of see the resemblance on that one.
from the Christian Alshon forehand. He typically plays the right in men's. He's very efficient with it at multiple different spots. So gets Eric on that hands battle there.
Second serve.
Looks like that ball caught some extra spin. Kind of spun out a little bit awkwardly on Tyra's paddle.
Nice find from Christian Alshon, just sneaking into the middle there to find that forehand.
He's definitely making his presence known right now to Megan. He's moving his feet a ton, making sure that she can see him in front of her and putting that pressure.
Side out.
And they get it back to even, square at 4. Can't add on any to get the lead.
4-4-1.
So right now, Megan and Eric are opting to drop to Tyra, and Christian's coming over and taking that shot with his forehand.
4-4-2.
He's playing big.
As we see right there as well.
Definitely. I would almost like to see them push him back over to his side to start the point, so maybe drop the third between his feet or to his left foot and see if they can kind of keep him home a little bit to start the point off.
Great coverage from Megan Dizon. 2 out balls or 2 out calls made in the middle of that one.
Good luck getting out of the way there, Will.
Right. I mean, that is a bazooka from Megan Dizon.
Megan Dizon can generate some power.
She sure can, especially off the forehand wing. We talk about Christian Alshon making his presence known. Eric Oncins reminding his opponents of his presence on that one.
And Eric is a very clear communicator on the court. You can always hear him talking to his partner.
4-4-1.
Loud Brazilians everywhere. What a point.
I mean, what an effort just to get back to even, but Oncins and Dizon unfazed.
And there's that Tyra Black defense that we talked about. Got them into the point. Obviously, Christian did a good job as well, but Tyra just somehow finds a way to make points neutral so often.
Second serve.
Megan is a little frustrated with herself. Seems like Alshon may have baited her into that attack a little bit.
I think so.
Nice lob. Line combo.
So instead of attacking the Alshon backhand that time, she lobbed it over his right shoulder because I think he was sitting backhand. Got an overhead for her partner. Eric likes overheads.
That he sure does. We've seen that to be very true so far.
Point.
Beautiful backhand flick there to Tyra's right hip. Super uncomfortable position to defend from.
And we do get a timeout on the side of Black and Alshon.
The unwind is tough, and the roles in mixed doubles are very difficult. It's very different to be the woman and to be the guy in mixed. Wow.
Net cords galore. Oncins stays alive.
Quick hands there from Eric to be able to adjust to those net cords.
Oh, the tweener.
Tweener drop.
Point of the match thus far. Eric Oncins wants to hear it from the crowd. Tweener drop off the lob. Are you serious?
Beautifully done, and the point just carried on for a very long time after it too. So great focus from all players to be able to continue.
And you almost forget about the tweener because the point afterwards, like you said, so good. It's exactly what you mentioned earlier, Mari. The third goes back behind Alshon.
I like to see that just to keep him home for the start of the point there, and then Eric had a little bit more options after it. Christian is coming over a ton because that's barely happened so far.
And get a timeout called on the court by the number 2 seeds, Eric Oncins and Dizon. What a start for them so far, leading 9-5. And for the bench of Christian, Alshon, and Tyra Black, it just feels like they haven't consistently gotten established at that kitchen line.
Right, it seems like Christian's causing a little bit more chaos than Eric, but not consistent with it, right? Eric seems to have control of what he's doing when he is causing that chaos. I don't think it's been bad play necessarily from Black and Alshon's side, but they need to string together a few sequences of points to actually get on the board, right? They're playing a couple of good points and then missing a couple of shots. So they just need to up that consistency to hang in there.
Whereas Oncins and Dizon chance to earn game point here, 9-5 on a 1. See Alshon able to lean in.
Off-pace, super spinny attack. Those are extremely difficult to defend. Maybe overdoing a little bit there on that last shot. That ball was going towards Tyra's right foot. She could have hit a forehand out of it.
Game point now, 10-5. Converted at the first time of asking. What a start for the number 9 seeds, taking 11-5 over Tyra Black and Christian Alshon, looking to...
No doubt. We get to call this a job, Will.
It's truly a privilege as we get back to the action. And the ATP, no good from Alshon.
Megan was extremely solid in that point. Eric is the one that gave that wide dink to win the point, but she did a great job setting him up there.
Again, maybe taking advantage of Alshon trying to be so aggressive on those fourths.
Yeah, I think the formula here is for him to trust his partner a little bit more. I think he's overstretched, and Eric and Megan are seeing that, right? Megan didn't even speed up that full pace there. She kind of just made him stretch, and then Eric got the put away to Christian's forehand. Nice pressure there from Tyra.
0-2-1. Second serve.
The spot you want. That's not a bad attack at all from Tyra Black.
No, that was a great attack. Just, yeah, they seem to not be fully on those next balls that are coming back.
Side out.
Little frustration there from Christian. Missed third. Not what you want after losing game one and being down 2-0 in game two.
Second serve.
There's Alshon taking advantage of a higher third. Oh, and playing a little hide and seek with the ball. We do have it back.
2-0-2.
Nearly an incredible sequence from Oncins, but just wide on the finish.
He was almost early on that last shot. He expected more pace from Tyra.
Wow, what a... No way. So there is a foot fault, I believe.
Foot fault on Eric before the net cord that hit the bar. So
Got
they're
it.
not redoing it.
So that is a point for the 2 seeds. Wild sequence there.
Second serve.
You can see Alshon trying to be aggressive, but the hand speed of Oncins, he's just on these counters.
He's locked in right now. I don't know if he's blinked in the past 20 minutes.
Side out.
And Alshon just giving him a few loose errors. Can't afford to have these right now.
2-1-1.
Too much Eric Oncins.
He's doing such a great job kind of covering that middle when the ball comes back. He's just on the combos right now. Really, really good from Eric.
Second serve.
And Dizon, well, annoyed with herself
0 for 3
again.
there.
Yeah.
And she knows it. That's why she's showing frustration, right? She could try to pull to his right hip instead. I think her default is to the backhand of the guy, but she'll need to make that adjustment.
Side out.
I will say we're seeing a lot of flashy stuff from Eric, but Megan has been a rock so far. Megan has been an absolute rock.
Media timeout.
And we will step aside with the number 9 seeds up a game in 3-1 here in our first mixed doubles match on Humana Championship Court. Stay with us. From Energy, come out a little flat early in this one. And that should help them.
It was a great high margin play by Christian there. Pushed Megan back a little bit with that dink, came over and hit a solid just forehand down the middle. Not too much, just enough.
Finds the middle again, does Christian Alshon. We're tied at 3.
And the mess of that point will started with the unwind again. So just as a reminder, that is a huge factor in mixed doubles.
And now we get a timeout called on the side of Oncins and Dizon. What a response out of the earlier timeout from the number 2 seeds. Christian Alshon not going for too much. Like you said, the high margin play is huge, and he's really taken over here in the last 90 seconds.
Well, it's tough. Eric's had a really good response to most of what he's done, so it seems like he was trying to overdo there for a bit. These last 3 points have been very solid from him. Incredible footwork at the kitchen line. Very heavy forehands, but not going for clean winners. You know, he's not trying to hit that hero shot to win the point. You're trying to actually set up to put the next one away. So props to him for making the adjustment. I will say the girls have been very solid and steady on both sides. So this is mostly affected by the quality of play from the guys. The results have been so far.
I mean, you talk about it, there have been really very few dink errors when you're talking about that cross-court to cross-court dink rally from Tyra Black and Megan Dizon. I mean, both known for being solid and certainly putting that on display here in this one. 4-3.
Megan finally switched her speed spot. She got him.
Yep.
Right hip, cross body attack off the bounce from Megan Dizon. Worked. 2 balls later, Eric with the put away.
4-2.
What a get. It's a reset clinic from Megan Dizon, and Eric Oncins swoops in to end it.
Megan Dizon. Insane resets and patience and discipline to stay in that point.
All in the midcourt. And if you want to understand, if you're watching at home, why do I need to drill resets? That's the reason right there.
And they use the momentum to get a point on their serve now.
And that's how quickly the tides can change emotionally, mentally, with these momentum shifts. Again. Wow. Missed the easy play.
She did so good on defense there. Had the look, wanted it so bad.
And it's this, love the duel we're seeing. Alshon trying to force the air from Dizon, but she has been so steady these last few points in those resets. That one a little high.
Still good there from Christian. He is reaching way over. There was a risk of a foot fault. He even looked down to see if he was outside, and he was probably just outside the line. Second dink error we've seen from Megan. Honestly, with the amount of dinks and with the amount of resets she's made, that's really good. I don't know that we've seen one from Tyra yet.
No, I think it's been the margins there. Wow, miscommunication on the third. And that stays in for Alshon.
I think there was a little right to her.
I honestly thought it was an out call, but it was a 2 seeds up by 2. The side of the paddle for Oncins, ambitious move.
Well, he didn't commit fast enough, right? He kind of half committed. Didn't quite get the touch on that one. I'm loving the aggressive dinks between Tyra and Megan. The one thing I'd like to see from either one of them would be a little bit of variation in the dink spots. So instead of dinking just cross court, also dink some to the inside foot of the other girl.
Alshon and Black. This is exactly what they needed after a tough game one, and we get a timeout on Dizon and Oncins. 8-4 in favor of a spot in the mixed doubles semifinals on the line. As Christian Alshon fixing the equipment, and now he's back on court. Just long from Oncins, and the run continues. It was 4-all, Mari, 5 in a row.
It was. He was a little stretched out for that one. He is the one overdoing it a little bit now.
Had the high backhand for Dizon. Misfires, game point 10-4 to send this one to a deciding game. And into the net, and we go three. Nice response, 11-4 for Tyra Black and Christian Alshon. One game to decide who makes the final four in mixed doubles. And we will find out of the break. Megan Dizon had a very strong start to this one. All square here in game three. First to 11. Teams will switch sides at 6. There's Christian Alshon with the counter, clean winner.
So game two ended with a few unforced errors from Eric and Megan and a few, I'd say, bad decisions, just early pulls. Maybe started game three off with the same thing. Let's see if they can stop that trend to give themselves a chance here.
And a gimme on the forehand that turned out not to be a gimme.
They appreciate that mistake, that's for sure.
Pretty finish from Christian Alshon.
That's a really difficult shot to execute. He's jumping, he's hitting it at the same time, and he only has that back end of the right side of the court to hit it to.
0-1-2.
Great coverage there from Tyra. I thought that was a good pull from Eric. He waited for his opportunity. Megan did a great job setting him up, and Tyra with just the clean counter on the two-handed backhand.
1-0-1. Point.
Lucky off the net tape there on the third shot. Alshon and Black take the 2-point lead.
2-0-1.
Strong start here in the third.
Second serve.
And Eric's looking to turn up that energy again. He feeds off the energy. He loves the crowd's energy, so he's looking at his partner saying, let's go, Megan. Let's get it started here. Let's get it stopped and start getting our points on the board.
And he was really the X factor there in the first game. Was kind of iced out of the match a little bit late in the second.
And that's when they start overdoing, right? Because they have to come over a ton to take those shots.
Chance here for Oncins and Dizon to get on the board.
potentially been good if she added a little bit of height to it. Christian got off the ground there. Nice overhead put away by him.
Still going ATP defense.
Wow.
And an out ball.
Behind the back. ATP from Eric off of a great dink from Christian.
No way. Was probably going out.
But Tyra kind of just didn't know what to do.
I mean, you don't even expect that shot to be hit. Showtime for Oncins.
There's the combo from Megan.
And that ties us up at 2.
Media timeout.
We will take a quick break. Live PPA coverage from Lakeville continues on Pickleball TV, so head over there to catch the conclusion of this match. Tennis Channel viewers, stay here for yesterday's Australian Open third round match between pull off the upset by seeds, but this one been very evenly matched so far. The cross-court attack gets it done for Dizon.
Yeah, and great patience there from both of the girls. I think the guys are trying to bait them to go behind them, and neither of them did it. Megan with the cross-court attack there.
Miscommunication on the Ernie defense a little bit. Both Oncins and Dizon wanted to hit that one.
It seems like they were both there, but good patience from Christian, waiting for that opportunity to jump the line.
There is the opening for Dizon. No one's home.
She hadn't done it yet, so I don't blame him for staying in the middle. Eric just stayed there to cover her, which I understand because it's the unwind, but got to make that fourth, Eric.
And a weird sequence at the end of that one. Not exactly sure.
It's easy to see things and say things from up here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. It's a big winner.
The winner from Dizon. Very rarely do you see a dink winner out of the air, I feel like.
Right. Christian overdid a little bit. Tyra couldn't see in front of him. Just kind of got past them.
It's going to be interesting to see as we get closer to the final stages of this one, who overplays. and who tries to do too much, because that has been the downfall of the losing teams in both the first and second games so far here.
Yeah, it definitely has. And Eric recognized that this last point. Instead of going to Tyra on the drop, he dropped to Christian to his backhand side. He was kind of already leaning to his right side, missed the fourth. That's an easy free point that you really want to take in game 3.
So we get the timeout here for Alshon and Black, only trailing by 2. I mean, do you like the timeout here? Would you like to see them save it? I mean, you see a lot of players, I feel like, if they're trailing by, 1-5, 0-5 in the third, they'll take the 5, but it's less common, I feel like, if it's 3 or 4.
Well, it's the third time we've seen it today. I'm counting.
Is there any correlation? I'm trying to
do it, but it has worked the past 2 times. Let's see if we'll go 3 for 3.
Yeah.
I believe they're on the 1, 5-3-1.
Yes, on the 1 here for Eric and Megan. So huge side out. Need a big stand if you're Alshon and Black.
Wow.
And they don't get it. Dizon standing by with the backhand counter. We get to the end switch. So the timeout, for all intents and purposes, not fruitful.
No, and now all they have is the free challenge timeout or the free challenge to be used in the second half of game 3. So tricky.
So we see Christian Alshon there. Will play later on today in men's doubles. He and Hayden Patriquin rekindling their partnership. Made the final in Palm Springs. That is a scary match. That is a scary partnership on paper. I mean, we'll also see Eric Oncins with Dylan Frazier, Megan Dizon playing with Lacey Schneeman, Tyra Black with Paris Todd. So a lot more pickleball, whether it's mixed doubles or gender doubles, for all 4 players on court later this afternoon.
As we said, quarterfinal Fridays.
It's amazing.
To be watching pickleball.
So good. And it's Friday, too. I think, take the quarterfinals out of it. It's Friday, y'all. Come on.
You're right, but it's so cold outside.
We're indoors. It's okay. Back to the action, 6-3. Nice finish.
Really good. Even outstretched, he had full control of that shot. Impressive work by Christian there. The missed third by Eric. A good run. They got 3 on that side out, and they don't have to unwind here, which is a plus.
3-6-1.
Just did not. Christian Alshon did not let up at all on Dizon, questioning a no call she made. A little late now to go back and question that one.
It was really close. I understand her thinking about it.
4-6-1.
And she was giving us another reset clinic there.
Yeah, I know. What a defensive drive from Alshon, stays alive. And extending the point paid off for Christian Alshon. Takes the full brunt of an Eric Oncins overhead, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-point lead. Defense insane, we're still going. What a finish. The crowd loves it. Are you serious? What do we talk about? The angle finish? We talk about the defense?
That was a little like dink flick?
Dink flick.
Cross court?
Sure. I think we're going to have to come up with a name.
But that was insane. Good point from all 4 players.
And, you know, the defense you talked about, Mari, as we get a timeout on court, in the open of Tyra Black was on full display.
Oh, yeah.
In that. And a huge point in this match, right? You felt like at the side switch, momentum on the side of Oncins and Dizon. Now, 3 points later, it is exactly the opposite, even though the score is tied.
And that's how quickly things change. Christian is the one pressuring Megan right now. She seems more uncomfortable than Tyra does, which is not the position you want to be if you're Megan and Eric. You want to find a way to flip that again, make Eric be the one pressuring Tyra. Eric and Megan having a full discussion there about what to do next. I'm not sure that Christian and Tyra have some words to each other.
I was going to say the same thing. I don't think they have. It's 2 very different strategy sessions we're seeing. 6-6.
They were both there.
Yep, but maybe not really a paddle clank, but like they kind of ran into each other a little bit.
6-2.
Insane hands.
Wow.
Finished in style again, somehow extending the rally.
Just awesome points.
Make it 4 in a row for Black and Alshon. 7-6 on a 2.
7-6-2.
Don't love that take there from Eric in the middle of the point. He even just pointed at himself and said, that's my bad. Megan was in good position to hit a good dink. He kind of took her out of that. But it's the Christian Alshon pressure right now.
But Christian Alshon stands tall. 6-point swing.
That he does, and Tyra's not playing a flashy game, but she's giving a masterclass on discipline this match. I don't think she's made one bad decision.
Christian Alshon is going to want back serve back to the 9 seeds, and that discipline from Black, that's what allows Alshon to go out and play as big as he wants.
Absolutely, and now this is a key moment in the match. Obviously a 6-point run, I believe.
Yep. And missed third. Need to get at least 1 or 2 here if you're Oncins and Pisnet, or excuse me, Dizon. Another behind the back. The level elevating as the applause from the crowd.
Where is he coming up with these shots?
I have no idea. The defense from Alshon, behind the back, ATP from Oncins. Another look at that one. Are you serious?
Wow. And he got right back into into it. Like, no surprise at all. I made that. I'm still in the point.
Still wasn't enough. Challenge.
Tyra is saying she saw it out. Christian still considering a challenge.
It looks like no challenge will be had. And that one does appear to be just wide.
Wow, very close.
Love to get that second look. Another chance to get match point. Just wide from Alshon. That's such a big call from Eric because there's no way that Megan Dizon was going to be able to see that from where she was.
I don't think so.
He was very adamant, very loud, very expressive.
Yeah, you can hear him, for sure.
And if you can't hear him, you can see the putting his hands up. So another chance for Dizon and Oncins to cut into this lead. They've been stuck. They've not put down any points since the end switch.
And there it is.
And now they have, right? They hear me say one thing. Lead cut to 2.
Super important. They're still on the 1 here. They get a little run going. This is anyone's game.
And we'll see Black and Alshon unwinding the stack as well.
Wow.
Christian Alshon everywhere, and there's almost a disaster over who was going to take a bit of the miscommunication there on the right side.
And that's what Tyra kind of does for him, right? She just found her balance immediately and reset the shot to keep him in the point.
Off the net, still alive. Oh my gosh. Oncins tries to get it over the net, but fails in a tense moment. Can't help but smile. It's another look at that. Net cord 1.
Yeah, he should have waited. It was probably going to be the bar. It's just a tough decision in that moment.
It's got to forget about it. 9-7. You love to see the movement of both guys. They're mirroring the movement of each other. It's truly a sight to behold there at the kitchen line.
Underrated skill, right? That lateral movement at the kitchen line is so important in every discipline, but in mixed, it's even more important for the guy.
Little I formation, and Alshon is everywhere, and it pays off. Almost overran. Right. Makes it match point 10-7. Tyra's like, I'm here to cover you if you need it. Was not needed on that point. Match point. Clutch pull, Megan Dizon, not ready to be finished yet, and the crowd loves it.
Eric's asking for it. He wants that energy behind his back. They still have a chance here. It's not over.
Nice find from Oncins.
Probably an unnecessary take there. Even Christian just kind of talked to himself and said, calm down. Doesn't need to be taking that dink from the player that's probably been the most steady throughout this
100%.
entire match.
Those Kitchener rallies just has been keeping the ball going.
He slipped.
And you heard it right before he hit the ball as well. And you hear the the discouraged O's from the crowd.
Yeah, that would have been a 1-point game on the one. It's really good pressure there from Christian. He's done that same play probably 4 or 5 times and been successful, I think, at all of them.
Match point back to the number 2 seeds.
10-1. Second serve.
Good read there from Eric. He knew the third was going to go towards Megan. He just kind of stood in the middle and took that high forehand. Match point number 3.
Oncins and Dizon.
We want more pickleball.
Oh my gosh, I mean, I surely will not complain. Neither will this nearly at capacity crowd at Lifetime Lakeville. The lead is just 1. Timeout called by Alshon in black with a 10-9 lead. I mean, oh my gosh, Mari, the early slate we have had of 4 amazing singles matches, 3 of which went to 3 games. Now with this one, I mean, it's pickleball at its best, and we're only in the quarters.
Hard to beat, Will. It's been a really, really good day of pickleball so far. This match is electric. I have a bias. I love watching doubles matches of any type.
Of course.
And it's just awesome to see the crowd involvement and the partnerships and the communication. And you got one side that's down, but like really high right now, trying to get it back, and the other side that was up and is trying to stop the momentum of the other team. So you got a worried Christian Alshon right now. Tyra never looks worried.
Right. She's going to be steady as always. That's what makes her such a good competitor.
Electric Eric Oncins. Those feet are not going to stop moving until the end of this match.
Chance to tie it 9-10. Able to
communication in the middle.
Stay alive off of the overhead once again. Even with how powerful these athletes are, overheads do not always finish the point.
9-10-2.
Stays in. Oh my gosh. Alshon through the legs of Eric Oncins. The athleticism, next level, no giving up. Match point back.
2 crazy points that could have gone either way. They both went Alshon and Black's way. Match point number 4.
The nerves of steel. Eric Oncins. Another chance to close this one out.
10-2.
Finished. And a celebration worthy of the match. Christian Alshon and Tyra Black take a 3-game thriller over Eric Oncins and Megan Dizon. What a battle. The crowd loves it. We love it ourselves.
What?
And the Texas Ranchers have to feel great about both of their guys heading into 2026. Ireland Horvath will talk to the winners when we return. Ireland, take it away.
Christian, you're great friends with Eric and teammates with him. Does that give you any advantages playing him?
I don't know about that, but first of all, thank you everybody for risking your lives to come out and drive here. I appreciate that. It's absolutely freezing, so thank you. Eric and Megan, they both played really well. Could have gone either way, and just happy to get the dub with Tyra.
Megan and Eric have such a unique style of play. How were you guys figuring out how to go around that?
I think we just had like a set game plan when we came out here. I just listen to whatever Christian tells me and I try my best to do it and execute it, and yeah, that's it.
How good does it feel to be in a semi with Tyra here in Minnesota?
Feels amazing. It really does. I mean, when you have a match that's win by 2 points in the third, can go either way, and it's so much dopamine just going through me right now. It's awesome.
You heard it here first. Well, back to you.
An awesome match we just